what is this happening here now? Because there's a lot of true things that happen. Say, boy, I'm now going to come out of jail now because they refuse this and refuse that. So you are the best person to...
Well, the thing about it is, I'm just a humble, how should I put it, prosecutor who is going to make an attempt to explain. The thing is, you know that Mr. Palmer and other persons were convicted of murder at the trial. Then the matter went to the appeal court. They appealed conviction and sentence. And you had many days of arguments between their lawyers and lawyers for the Crown, for the prosecution. At the end of the day, the judges upheld the conviction and sentence. However, there were arguments in law where their lawyers sought to persuade the Court of Appeal to give them what we call leave to appeal to the Privy Council in England. The Privy Council, according to our structure, legal structure, is still the highest appellate body for Jamaica. So the Court of Appeal in Jamaica, while the matter is there waiting to be heard in England, before the Privy Council is there, the lawyers in England and here for Mr. Palmer and the other accused asked permission of the court in Jamaica for the cell phone, which is at the heart of the Crown's case, the cell phone belonging to Mr. Palmer, to be examined by their expert. The court here granted that permission on the condition that the cell phone is to be examined in the presence of the expert, the cyber expert, prosecution. So they were able to examine the phone. So what they did is sought leave from the Privy Council, and they did this in writing. So at the Privy Council, at the Court of Appeal here too, you have to submit written submissions. Then the Privy Council now will decide whether they need to hear from you. So written submissions were submitted by Mr. Palmer's lawyers as well as the lawyers in England for the Crown to do what we call adduce fresh evidence. That is fresh evidence from the expert, their expert who examined the phone. And also they decided to seek permission of the Privy Council to advance or to argue additional grounds that they didn't argue in the Court of Appeal in Jamaica as part of their application for leave, permission to go to the Privy Council. So detailed submissions were submitted by the lawyers for the appellants, as Mr. Palmer and the others, as well as lawyers for the Crown. And we have English barristers as well in England acting for the Crown. And so the Privy Council, having considered the written submissions, decided to refuse the application for leave to adduce the fresh evidence. That is the evidence that they wanted to bring before the Privy Council to try to establish that there was some improper interference with the cellular phone of Mr. Palmer while it was in the custody of the police. So they refused permission to do that, and they also refused permission for his lawyers to advance additional grounds of appeal in respect of which permission had not been previously granted by the Court of Appeal in Jamaica. So with that, there remains the substantial appeal against conviction and sentence, which will be heard by the Privy Council at an appointed date.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. This thing around the cell phone was what Adidja Palmer lawyers was wanted to advance in the court, and they passed that already in the local court. The local court did already throw it down.
No. So what happened? Remember, the prosecution centered a lot of its case on the contents of the cell phone, the voice notes, and that sort of thing.
Yes.
So at the Privy Council, I mean, this thing has gone now. It has gone through court of appeal, and at the Privy Council, his lawyers now wanted permission to adduce what we call in law fresh evidence. So whatever the expert found and has put in a report, they wanted to be able to call the expert who would swear on the Bible or affirm, as the case may be, and give that evidence to the Privy Council up there, or so put the written report before them. So that is what they refused, as as additional grounds that they had formulated.
So you have any idea what the new evidence would be or could be?
Well, what would happen, is that written submissions, perhaps it would be what the expert found, but written submissions of this would be put before the Privy Council, and the reason why it was not available at the time of the trial. Because there's a concept in law called fresh evidence, also at the appellate court in Jamaica. So for it to be able to pass muster, it would have to have not been available at the time of the trial, and it would have to be credible, basically. So it is for the Privy Council, having looked at the written submissions, to decide as a matter of law whether they could give that permission as a matter of law. Because remember, Mr. Mutabaruka, when we're dealing with law, some people think that the law can be an act, but when you're dealing with law, it's an objective situation. It's not about how you feel or whether the person who is appealing is popular. It's about what the case law that has been decided over the years, what it has to say on the point, and the material that the lawyer, whether for the Crown or for the defense, is going to put before the Privy Council to say, this is why, and this is the case law that supports that. So they looked at all the written submissions and they refused those applications.
What Adidja Palmer lawyers are asking for, is there a precedence to that they could bring to the Privy Council or the court down here?
Well, if you're looking at the concept of fresh evidence, it's a concept known to law. The concept of fresh evidence, it's a concept, well-known concept known to law. But the thing is, whether the material or what they're seeking to advance as the reason why they didn't put it forward before, or of what import it's going to be in the scheme of things, it's whether, as far as the judges are concerned, it is justified by the case law, or whether the case law can be cited to justify them. If they don't find that the case law, the objective case law, and the material presented, that it match, then they are not going to allow you.
Okay.
It has happened here in Jamaica.
So what will happen now? What will happen now?
What happens? They having refused these applications. The main substantive appeal now against conviction and sentence will be heard by the Privy Council at a date that they will set. You understand? So it is substantive appeal now, where they are saying, based on this evidence, based on this particular ground of appeal that we are advancing, we should not have been convicted, and we should not have, and therefore the sentence should be set aside. So what they want is for the conviction to be quashed and the sentence set aside. But when you are in the appeal court, it's not a trial of the case all over again. That's like when the jury sit and hear the evidence and hear the witnesses give the testimony and hear cross-examination. That is not what happens on appeal. On appeal, it's all about the law.
The judgment in the murder appeal for dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel and his 3 co-convicts will be delivered next week, Thursday, by the UK Privy Council. This was announced on the UK Privy Council website. It says the verdict will be handed down at 11 a.m. Jamaica time and will be live streamed. This follows the appeal hearing, which was held over 2 days from February 14. The entertainer, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, entertainer Sean Campbell, also known as Sean Storm, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John, otherwise called Madsus, were convicted on March 13, 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams.
Yeah, man, anytime, any weather, any season, and no matter which part around the globe you come from, just make a reason. Give thanks to all of the viewers and subscribers them. Subscribe already. I don't know if you're new to the channel. Just click subscribe, click the like button as well, and also the notification bell. It's greatly appreciated.
Good afternoon, information media. I just want you all to know that I have walked away from the Jamaica Labour Party. I've walked away from the KSAMC. I won't be going down there to be sworn in. I have to protect my dignity. I have to protect my values. And I have to protect my family. And the way I've been treated and disrespected, I am not having any more of it. And I've walked away. So officially, I am an independent until I return to Jamaica on the 3rd. I am leaving here tomorrow morning and I will return on the 3rd. I am tired of the disrespect and I am going no further with it. Sorry that I may have disappointed some of you in this group, because I know a lot of you look up to me and see me as somebody you can, talk to, somebody you would like to have around. But the cup is full and my heart is overflowing and my family say I should walk and I'm walking. Sorry for the disappointment I may have caused some of you, but life goes on. Okay, each and every one.
Let me tell you something, Northeast people. This really hurt me. I'm going to talk. You understand? Because I couldn't believe say Ennis so that they do with this. You understand? Me couldn't believe say, and all where Ennis are say disrespect on this, and just because Ennis not get deputy mayor again, and Delroy get it, and if we say we are labor right, regardless of what, you not do your party this, and you not do your MP this, and you not do your constituency this, don't care where you want to say. That means say you never have the Jamaica Labour Party 2020, and we are going to go down there, go sign as mayor, and one are going to be deputy, and one are going to be mayor, and two of them, the PMP them, and you take the seat, and you give the blood clot PMP them, because I take it and give it. You give the PMP them, the council, as much as we did at JLP and PMP, because at the two who that they are running, you take it and you give the PMP them, and you can tell you know. So you're fucking labor, right? Me tell you, Ennis, me tell you grieve, you baby heart grieve. And they can't send this to you, me tell you. Me tell you, me don't know. Me never expect this from you. Regardless of why you shouldn't do the Labour Party, this or not is this. You're going to talk about independent, but blood clot. What kind of independent? You're a fucking wicked man. And because of blood clot greed, you sit down there for blood clot 8 years and you full of blood clot cry. You understand? And then this is where you do the party, and you do the MP, and you do the people in minorities, and then you're going to go find the group and you're going to tell the people them say, you can imagine, you take the codes, serious thing, serious blood to the Jamaica Labour Party, you take the codes and get the PMP them. You take the codes and get the PMP them. It look like me don't know. Jesus Christ, me never expect this. God know me never expect this from Ennis. Me I tell you the Northeast people, me the business one who wants it, but me I tell you no one to sit down and look into it. This is wicked. This is more than wicked. You're there in the Labour Party for much years. All of we go to disrespect. All of we go to everything. And you take the seat and give to PNP to blood clot. You can imagine?
Good morning. I have gone through and I've listened to all the venting and all the discrimination against me of things that I am not guilty of. I made a voice note in a group that is all Labourite in the group, and somebody took out that voice note out of the JLP group and sent it to Nationwide. No, I have not spoken to no news media. I have not spoken to any news media. Number one, I think it was Gleaner. Somebody called me on a line. I didn't know it was a media house. And when I asked who is this, and they said the Gleaner, I said, have a good day. I have a good day. I have nothing to say. So I have not spoken to any media house. I'm in a private JLP group that is called Information Media. It is our personal group. Everybody in there is supposed to be JLP. And we are discussing and I vent my feeling. I don't expect anyone to take it and send to Nationwide. I'm driving on Constant Spring Road and hear breaking news. When I listen, I was a breaking news. However, what was said, I don't know why anyone is upset about it. I've not given anything to any PNP. But I have listened to Joy. I listened to Joy. Joy was in Belmont Road, Monday evening, and they were tearing me to pieces. And Joy never came to my defense. As a matter of fact, she said some things about me that I never expect Joy to say. You understand? And I don't hold it against Joy. I have given up nothing. The party leader, Mr. Andrew Olney, says he wants to meet me and have a discussion with me. And I told that Acham who called me and told me that I will make myself available whenever the party leader chooses to call me and talk to me. I have not given anything to the PNP. I have not given anything to the PNP. The PNP can only go to KSAC and nominate a mayor. The PNP can't come nominate a deputy mayor unless one of us walk away. So all this entourage against me in the night here is uncalled for. And I thought Joy was more smarter than that. But now I know my friends. I know my friends now. I know I must be careful of the people I associate with. The people who come into my space. Yes, I now know. Joy, if anyone had told me that you had behaved this sort of way, I'd have said there's a lie. But they sent it to me. Somebody get it from overseas and send it to me and ask me, isn't this Joy your counterpart? And I had to say yes. I have not done anything. I haven't given away anything. I'm hearing you accusing me of becoming a get power. And I get 7 years and know whatever I did. Come on, Joy. No, Joy. You should not have gone down that road. You have soured the water between you and I. You have access to me. And regardless how you feel because of something you hear, you can call me and talk to me. You don't have to go down that road. What have I done to Northeast? I've always protected Northeast and I'm still doing that. What have I given the PNP? I want one of you come and explain to me what I've given the PNP. I hear some idiot in the group talking about can't fix. What is there to be fixed? There's nothing there to be fixed. The PNP got nothing. I gave them nothing. Come on, Joy. And a lot of honor, especially you, Joy. You know what has happened. And you know the disrespect that I've gone through, Joy. You knew it. I hear me talk about it at Belmont Road Monday night. And I didn't mince my word with Delroy and the Deputy Gensec and Desmond. I didn't mince my word. I said what I have to say. And I stood my ground. And I'm still standing my ground. But I've given away nothing. But the way you have reacted and the way your followers have reacted, I may just do what you accuse me of doing. I'm tempted to go down the road and do what you and your colleagues have accused me of doing. I'm tempted to go down and do that. It's just that I have an agreement already with the Prime Minister to go and have a dialogue with him. And so by daylight in the morning, I have to make a decision whether I go and do what you people accuse me of doing, or I go and talk to the Prime Minister. You know, I will have to make a decision between now and when daylight, whether I go and talk to the leader as he promised he want me to come and see him, or I do what you, Joy, and those in this group have accused me of doing.
You understand? And you're coming to say now that people that me down there with people ostracize you. You can't tell me that because me never discuss you with nobody. You understand? Until you can tell me who was there with me. You understand? And I discuss you one when me say, me no want to hear that. You understand? You say your piece, me say my piece. Because it's what you do and what come out nationwide. And I express myself. The only thing I did wrong was curse the expletive, but I did nothing wrong. Same like how you don't do nothing wrong, and you don't do this and you don't do that, me not do nothing wrong. So whosoever tell you, say me I discuss you, me never discuss you. And nobody, Jermaine was there, the mayor was there, Tasha was there, Susan was there, and Mr. McLeod was there, and we never discuss you.
Labour rights and all of my Jamaican brothers and sisters, that I remain a committed member of the Jamaica Labour Party. There is no issues which may arise that we cannot settle internally. I want to thank everybody at all levels of the party for their love and support. Let us remain fully committed to the cause of working to make Jamaica a better place. God bless you.